Hello.
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 Hello. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the fourth?
Third?
Why? It says four, but I'm pretty sure it's third.
It's
It's
third.
the third.
We use the podcast table in the introduction. They're technically a podcast.
It's the third one.
It's the third one.
Okay.
Welcome to the third ever Offline TV podcast. I'm your host, Disguised Toast, and today we're joined by the boys of Offline TV. First up, we have Fedmeister. What's up, Fed?
Not much. Happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me, Toast.
No problem. And then we have Albert, aka Slightly Musical. How you doing, Albert? What are you drinking there? Is it apple juice?
It's not.
Tune in to find out. And finally,
Check in 5 minutes later.
Scarra.
A man who needs no introduction.
What are you drinking? It looks like Coke.
Yeah.
What the fuck is
Tune
that?
in to find out.
Wait, what'd you put in
Looks
it?
like coffee, bro.
Uh,
Black coffee.
it might be a disgusting mix of alcohol. I don't like this at all.
Did you mix your own drink?
Oh, whew.
So wait, why are we drinking again? Because it's the boys.
Because it's the boys.
Yo, and off
But, like-
camera, Sean, our producer, is also drinking with us. You guys will not be able to see
Yeah.
him. But
Sean's drinking in
he
solidarity.
he has some drinks as well.
Alright,
We need to loosen our tongues
Okay.
for these topics. You
Oh,
know?
shit.
No
Well, I need to get
uptightness.
fucked up then.
No full transparency.
All right, cheers, boys.
Oh, yeah, cheers. Oh,
Cheers.
Here,
What the fuck?
Wait, I thought.
Scar's not wasting any time.
Yeah.
oh my God, Yvonne's
Dude,
just
she's pouring
filling it up again.
You want more?
Yeah. Give me more.
Someone's
Yeah, it's fine.
someone's gonna get hit tonight by Scarra in a fit of rage.
I mean, yeah. You know the best thing about this is I promised my chat I'd stream after this because I haven't streamed for today and I'd miss my everyday stream if I didn't. So I'm gonna
Oh,
stream,
jeez.
and I haven't eaten today,
Me neither. High five.
so today is gonna be very interesting.
Are you a mean drunk?
Yes, I lash out just with my hands.
Yeah. How is everyone as a drunk? Like, how would you characterize
I feel
yourself?
like you guys would know more about me than I do know about
Fred
myself.
gets blackout drunk.
Yeah.
Like zero recollection drunk.
Actually, Fed's not as wild as I thought. Cause like he goes like wild, and then he hits a point where he just passes out.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like,
Thank God.
Like, there's some people that I've been in parties that like just keep going up. Like, there's no like de-escalation. They're just like wild the whole time.
Hey, hate aggressive, loud, belligerent drunks. And we get a few of them every time we have a party.
Speaking of which, we should throw another one.
No,
I'm good for a
no,
bit.
I hate.
Social
parties.
interaction.
Why?
We'll throw one.
People are
next.
loud.
We'll throw one next. You were in your room streaming the whole time.
The only good thing for drunk people is that they make decent content when they come on the stream and make a fool of themselves.
Well, I feel like I actually did exactly that.
That is what you did.
I walked into Toast's room and I like spilled like my drink all over Janet.
Yeah, remember that?
the next day, not even the next day, because I didn't know I did it until I saw the clip. I was watching it on stream. I saw the clip of me spilling it on Janet. I'm like, oh my God, I feel so bad. So I opened her stream. I'm like, Janet, I'm so sorry. I donated $100. I'm like, please get a new dress.
That's.
Yeah, it feels bad, man.
Wait, you're still going in. Wait, is that your first one or your second?
Pinkies up.
First one. I'm
Pinky's-
taking it easy. It's gonna be a long
Yeah,
ride.
yeah. You're right. You know, I'll take it easy too.
Scar.
What a beast.
Okay.
On an empty stomach, no less.
Oh shit.
That
was about to be
like
cool.
a truck in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's gonna drop some offensive.
In like 20 minutes on his podcast, whew, you guys better watch out.
It is perfect. Now that we're all drunk, we can talk about the controversial stuff,
Okay.
like child pornography.
I'm gonna see the door. I see the door over there.
Yeah, I need to leave. Toast.
First up, our topic is YouTube has stated they are willing to demonetize YouTube videos if the comments are not suitable. Now, it's very open to interpretation. Are we able to pull up any tweets? But basically, they tweeted out like, hey, if the YouTube comments for the video is not properly moderated, we reserve the right to demonetize it.
Like the channel or just the
Just the video.
Honestly, when I think about YouTube and I compare it to Twitch, I mean, to me, it makes sense why they want to do it. Like when it comes to Twitch, no, I know, but when it comes to Twitch, like,
it's just
like
this,
our chats
dude.
are heavily moderated because like we want to prevent racism, we want to prevent like all these bad things in the chat, right? So I think YouTube is like taking a note from. I mean, I don't know.
Hell no, they're not, dude. They're just doing it because some ad probably out there was just like, I don't want to be affiliated with people who like child porn. Get this shit off your service, and we'll give you $1 billion. And they're like, yes, we'll do it. That's literally what happened.
I mean, actually, I think you're right because like, of course, YouTube wants the money, you know.
Dude,
Like,
I'm telling you, like, everything bad. Every month and a half, YouTube does something that I'm just like, what's wrong with this platform? You know, you guys are fucking crazy. And I think to myself, I'm very fortunate to have my main stuff be on Twitch. But like, I could see an area where Twitch, or a time where Twitch goes toward that area, you know. So it's like, you just have to be careful because money just changes people, you know. Like when you're like up and coming like YouTuber, you had a lot. You like had a lot of different problems than you do now, right? And then,
Now I have the problem of having too much money. It's like, what do I do with all this money? You know, the bank accounts. You know, I go to the bank. They're like, Toast, we can't hold any more of your money. It's too much.
FDIC
99
sure.
problems. But it's nice not having to worry about money. Like, if there's medical bills that need to be paid, like, you still pay them, but in the past it's like, oh man, this really takes a chunk out of my savings. But now it's like, it's still a significant amount, but I'm willing to pay it. Like, it's not gonna weigh heavily on me.
So I had a nose appointment, but I didn't have insurance for it. It was
nose
like, yeah, like I went to a nose doctor.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one time where you were.
Yeah, they stuck like a fucking thing down my nose, like a huge thing down my nose. It was weird. Anyways, it was like $400 for first appointment. Yeah, I didn't have insurance for it, and like I feel like I was a college student, that would totally fucking hurt.
I
Holy
would
shit,
be
that's like
so pissed.
that's like half my month's paycheck. But like I'm really fortunate to be able to just like say, okay, this is gonna hurt. Like,
when the rent thing happened, I was like, I really don't care about my money, do I? Like, because okay, for people who don't know, we found out recently that like we aggregate all the rent payments through me, and I pay the landlady, sorry. And it's all cool and dandy. I have an automated system set up to pay it on the first of every month. She contacted us recently and was like, you've been double paying for a couple months. And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, yeah, you're paid out through September or November of this year. And I was like, what? And so like I checked my bank account afterwards. And I was like, because Yvonne messaged me about it. I was like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, I don't have any money in here because it's all, so like we're paid out for like another 8 months. And like, to be honest, I was just like, I saw that happen. I'm just like, okay, you know, but like at any other time, like there's no way I could double pay for a house, like $1 million house in Beverly Hills. But for me, I'm like very fortunate, like you guys, to be like.
Wait, so how did that happen?
I still don't know. I actually have no.
Like, how would the
fucking
auto
idea.
pay double pay?
No, it just randomly started double paying like 6 months into our like agreement. So like we're like 9 months into the agreement, and like it's been double paying like 3, 4, 5 months ish, and I'm just like, what happened?
No, you just want to pay so that we have to stay here, right? So we can't just leave.
Dude, there's literally a
Let
point-
me out, Scarra.
I couldn't
Let
even,
me out.
I couldn't even pay taxes. Like I was like, I don't have any money left, so I have to wait for like my month's Twitch payment to come in before I can even go to the lawyers and be like, so let's do taxes.
I think I still owe you like a few thousand. Yeah. What about you, Albert? How do you feel about demonetizing YouTube videos based on comments? Because Twitch does it. I made a second Twitch channel, and I wasn't moderating it, and some of my viewers went in and just started spamming the N-word over and over again.
What?
And then Twitch banned that account because I wasn't moderating my second Twitch channel's chat.
And
Wait,
what was
this
this?
recent? Or was
Like
this
a month ago.
Oh, what?
Why'd you make a second Twitch channel?
I want to experiment with something. I want to have like 2 streams going.
Oh,
One for,
yeah, I
like
remember.
Fortnite and one for Hearthstone. But like I did have mods on my second channel, So like they banned that one because people were spamming the N-word. Like it was my responsibility to stop the N-word spam.
Really?
Yeah. So like this is kind of the same, where it's like comments can get you in trouble. Comments other people leave, yours leave.
And wait, are you guys like familiar with why those are happening, or like the
Child pornography. Not pornography. Child. What's the word? Provocative child videos?
Yeah, it's not like explicit pornography.
Ooh, yeah. Play the child video.
What? No, what?
It's like Sean's like, I got you.
Alright, so we have tons of clips.
Oh, chill, bro.
Sean, whoa.
We just need a couple of more examples.
Whoa, okay.
Like, this was the tweet originally.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
I mean, I can't really see it.
So like, my 5-year-old son does a lot of gymnastics, is happy, sweet, confident. YouTube, not advertiser friendly. Look, I don't have kids.
Same.
Yeah.
And I'm not attracted to children, so
Yeah.
I can't speak to, like, if it's an innocent video or if it's like it's an innocent video.
No, because some of it isn't necessarily that the video itself is like for that specific purpose. I think it's just YouTube's algorithm can't separate like what is what, and so within like because of the way the algorithm works, right? It will recommend you videos based on like your search preferences. So like when you go to like a video with someone who it's like a bikini review video, and then it'll be like children, like swimming videos, and then you'll notice like it will like direct you towards other communities that have similar interests.
Are these children videos being manually flagged?
There's no way.
No, I think a lot of it is just algorithm based.
You think YouTube manually
Like
does
a
stuff?
machine looks at the video and sees a barely dressed young little boy. It's like, warning.
No. Didn't you hear the funny story before about the Pokemon videos? Here, Albert, you can tell this one because you know.
With
it
the
yeah.
Okay, so before because of all the child pornography stuff, YouTube was cracking down on I believe videos that had the abbreviation CP like in there. But it was a Pokemon video like, referencing combat power. But those videos
Yeah.
So sad.
I heard there were a lot of videos got demonetized because of that. It took them like a day or a couple days.
Yeah,
a couple
to like
hours.
sort it out.
That's
So
actually
what does
hilarious.
comments have to do with it? Like the video itself is offending, but how do they use comments then? Like how does that play into it?
I think it's because comments are into your algorithm now, right?
Yeah, so they're into the algorithm, and because of like related views, people in like certain communities who are into certain stuff will sort of find their own through these related videos, right? It's like because YouTube algorithm is so smart at knowing what you want to see, it'll kind of analyze people's behavior trends, and they know certain people really like this kind of stuff, and then they'll find a comment section. They're like, oh, these people all think like me.
So a lot of channels have like disabled comments.
Yeah.
It gives them like less views.
Yeah. Wait. In fact, you should know this. Comments give engagement now. So like the best thing for us to do technically is to misspell a title in every single one of our titles for YouTube.
And
because
people would just
title?
spam like.
because because you get more engagement if you misspell something. It's
Oh, yeah, that's a strategy.
Technically, like if we were really trying to play up the
'cause
YouTube, people
read this
always
type
like,
all the time.
yeah.
They'll comment,
Like,
like-
imagine if I misspelled Lily's name. Like I called her like Lolly Pichu, and that like the comment section would just be like, bam, like I can't like I get like twice as much engagement, and that would just up my views. I should start doing that.
I feel like singers or certain songs do that too, where they make the lyrics really hard to understand, so you have to look up the lyrics.
Oh my fucking god! Every rap song these days, dude, I'm the type of person I can never understand the lyrics the first time I listen to a song. Like I always listen to the beat. I never know the lyrics. I don't know how Amon does it, but like I
Dude,
swear to fucking god.
I actually I have no idea. Like I like rappers who are very articulate, but when I hear stuff like who did I hear for the first time, I was like, what is this? I think it's Future.
No, dude, it was probably what's his name? Post Malone.
mumble-
Dude, the first
Oh,
time I
mumble
listened
rap?
just listening to that
the
song.
first time I ever heard that song, I was like, what the fuck is this man saying?
Like it's hard to understand words, but it's also hard to understand meaning. Like 21 Savage says, I have a 12-car garage, but I only have 6 cars. And I don't know what that means. Is he flexing that his garage is so big he can't even fill it up? Or my other theory is that he has 12-car garage, 6 spots are for him and 6 are for his bitches. That he gets so much girls. It's like, you know what?
But what's the rest?
your own
What's the
spot.
song about?
Oh, rock star. Like he's a rock star.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm so swag.
But is it supposed to be kind of like he's criticizing that lifestyle, or he is just like flexing?
I think it's a flex.
If it's a flex thing, then maybe it's the second one. But if it's like kind of a criticism of the rockstar lifestyle,
It seems like a waste to have 6 cars but a 12-car garage.
You just wrote your next YouTube content piece, by the way. Toast reviews, rap lyrics. Boom. It's over.
I like doing that. That's something I do.
Your
like.
next million view video, I just made it for you, dude.
I was breaking down Machine Gun Kelly's diss of Eminem.
Okay.
It was very terribly written. But yeah,
You did that?
yeah, on stream.
Oh fuck.
You just go to genius.com. Speaking about YouTube, how do you feel about your content being used by other channels for revenue?
Oh, really?
The classic, someone's taking my content. What do you do?
All right. Well,
Do you guys claim videos?
no.
no.
I do not.
I do not for good reason. I believe that in my current state, I don't need to, because if anything, like they're giving me more exposure the way I see it. I
Oh.
don't think the amount of money I would get from them is pretty like insignificant in comparison to like the amount of exposure I'm getting for using my channel.
really?
That's how I feel.
Okay. Albert, go for it.
I mean, I don't think I'm big enough where it's like I'm worried that if I claim stuff and people figure out, oh, Albert's claiming stuff, that's why my video's getting like demonetized. We're just not going to put Albert in stuff. I'm like, I'm not big enough that I feel like people will still make videos about me.
So this is how it works. There's exposure and then there's revenue.
Yeah.
When you're on the up and up, you only want exposure. But when you're like peaked or like when you made it, you're like, this is my fucking money, right? And you fuckers shouldn't be profiting off me.
Like,
yeah, I guess it's different if you're like different in
all
size.
right.
Yeah.
So let me put it in like dollar amounts for you. So like, let's say you claimed everything that had Fedmeister in a month. Okay.
Okay.
Let's say you make an extra $2,000 a month. Suddenly, is it worth it for you?
No.
Okay. What's the dollar amount?
Where it'd be worth it for
Yeah,
me?
$4,000. 6?
10
It's
grand.
probably 10.
10.
Yeah, probably 10.
What the fuck? You're a
Who thinks so much about himself? 10 grand to use his.
okay.
If it was making 10 grand, but it's really not, and I don't care enough to like really like I wouldn't know if it was actually making 10 grand, you know.
Oh, okay, yeah, but like I know like people do content claim all the time. Do you content claim?
I content. So recently I signed with the MCN.
Okay.
And they content claim everything.
How much did you make?
Wait,
If
did you
you're-
give him permission to do that, or did you?
I gave them permission to content claim everything except for channels that ask for my permission directly. And then I put them on a whitelist saying like, don't claim these guys because they went up to me and say, hey, can I use your content? So I stream Hearthstone. I used to stream Hearthstone. There's a whole bunch of Hearthstone highlight channels. I give 3 of them permission and that's it.
Ooh.
Anyone else who upload my stuff, my like management will claim it.
Okay.
Sorry.
I want to ask. Can I ask how much money it is?
I think it's definitely an increase. Initially, I thought it's not going to make a difference. I think I want to say $5K
A month.
a month. But here's the thing. Because I'm now claiming stuff, then people will just stop uploading stuff with me. So I think that 5K is actually go down. Because then people just won't use my stuff because they can't make money off it. But, I'm reaching a point where it's like, I prefer to have my content come from my outlet.
Well, what
I prefer
about
that too.
what do you think about channels that take your content and transform it in a way?
If they transform it, it's fine. It's like the way I claim it is like it's a straight rip. It's my 10-minute Hearthstone game. It was like a 4-minute just unedited.
Dude,
Yeah, so something like that in your position, I may feel differently because like it's literally the whole fucking VOD. So people, instead of going to your YouTube into your Twitch channel, are
Yeah.
literally watching a full VOD, and that to me, like that's a big no-no.
It's like settle down, buddy.
What it like?
How about you, Scar? You claim anything recently?
I do not claim stuff currently, but like I feel like I should honestly. Like for the amount that people are like just me, I'll get people. Like, the funniest thing, I'll have the YouTube editors message me. I actually have one in my DMs right now. Message me and they'll just be like, Scarra, is it okay if I use some clips from my channel, my highlight channel? And I'll just say straight up no. Like I responded to that. I feel like, look, I'm glad you asked, but no. And then they were just.
Oh, you reply?
Yes, I actually replied.
What a nice guy.
I replied to one, and then they were just like, they were like trying to justify why I should allow them to do it. And I was just
say
like,
exposure?
Yeah. They said all the buzzwords, and I was just like,
man.
I was like, what the heck? This guy's trying to explain to me why I should let them use my clips. But I feel like if I just say no, then there's no discussion.
This is why you don't engage with these people. They're freaking heathens.
Like I don't know what it means for people to transform content. You know, I come from the league scene. You know what transforming content is? Mo turns on my stream during Twitch Rivals and watches over it, and he goes to the restroom. That's called transforming content. You know, like really, like what does that even mean? Like I see people like maybe 1 in 100, 1 in 1,000 transform content correctly. Everyone else is just like. They can just claim that they're shittily transforming content. Like they're not just not good at it. And I can't argue that, right?
Yeah.
Like you're
like it's definitely different than what the original
To
was.
me,
But
transformative is
improvement?
literally like when it's not the VOD. You
No,
know,
it's the VOD, but then they add like a screen shake. And then they add like a zoom in.
Oh.
Wow,
Whoa,
dude,
Yeah.
you transform my
That's
you
some
just
good,
summarized
that's
a
some
lot.
good editing, bro. They added
Gotta
the
add some
shake.
meme music.
You know how long
Yeah,
it took them to add the
exactly.
shake, dude? The music, dude. That took him
put-
at least an hour to edit that in, bro. You gotta respect editors.
Like-
Editors are people,
Like
bro.
I see that and I'm just like, what do I say about this? Like, is this transforming? Like, are they really doing that, or is it just awful?
Dude, it's tricky because like in like a sense they did put in some little effort they put it into their Premiere After Effects, whatever.
what do you mean? It's like Sony Vegas, right?
Or Sony Vegas. So if you're a budget editor, hey,
Budget
editor.
I
Do what you
don't
gotta
judge,
do.
man, but hey, if you're budget, you're using fucking Vegas. I'm just saying. But look, they put it into the Premiere. They took the time to put it in there. That in and of itself is an act of transformation.
The screen shake, the zoom
Yes.
in, and the music.
Yeah, you did.
They added the crab rave on top of my gameplay, and you think that causes it to transform?
Yes. No, I'm just fucking with you.
I
I don't know. It's like so.
It's a very
it's
gray
hard to
area.
answer. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, even we kind of do it like, not transform, but like when we want to put copyrighted music into our videos, you know, we have to cut it in a way so that it doesn't get picked up by the
That's true.
Dude,
automated.
they like updated their system, dude. I got like 10 emails the other day, like, oh, we found this, we found this, we found this, we found this. I'm like,
I
yo,
get
we gotta
emails
change
every
this
now and then. It's like, hey, we caught you, you know, demonetized, or like you got claimed. So it's don't throw stones in a glass house kind of deal. It's like, do we have permission to use copyrighted music? Do we have permission to stream these copyrighted games? Technically, no, but we still do it.
I'm gonna get Mark Merrill to personally write me a letter that says
Saying
I'm
you
allowed
can-
to
you can stream it?
League of Legends. Yes. Actually, Riot's really nice about that. They don't care if you take anything from theirs. Like anything. You could take their videos, like all their videos, and like push them together and make your own like montage of their videos that they've made. You can like use their art for anything, their wallpapers. They released a wallpaper engine so you can just rip any of their wallpapers off, and they did it for you. Like, I think that's really nice to write, and it did help them a lot. I think exposure wise.
Albert, have you ever been able to monetize a song that's copyrighted?
Okay, so I think part of the problem is like in order for someone to watch your video, you have to put the name of the song in your title.
Yeah, that's
It's like a giant red flag for the police.
Yeah.
I'm copying the song.
It's like I'm covering this song, and it's like if the record label cares, they're just going to like their legal team is just going to go and claim it. Like they're not going to take the video down obviously because it's like free exposure for that song, and especially if the video gets a lot of views. But I don't make a lot of money, and sometimes there's like deals that they work out where I'll get a percentage, but a percentage will also go back to like the publishing label and to the original artist. But like when I do covers of stuff, like the amount of money you make from those type of videos are like significantly less than just doing all original content. True. And only time that like I can get away with something is if it's like some super weeb thing and the band or
anime opening.
No,
no
it's
one's ever
true.
heard of.
That's actually part of the reason why I listen to anime music on stream, because
It
almost
doesn't get claimed.
You're a
almost
fucking
none of it.
weeb.
Shut up. Oh, especially for me, almost none of it gets claimed. The stuff that does get claimed is like the really like obvious. It's like the current running anime that's super popular. Like if I run My Hero for like the entire stream, yeah, maybe they come back to me. But if I'm running like random like OSTs from like old anime, they won't say shit. So people come to my stream like, why are you listening to this? I'm like, I don't. My editor doesn't get anything claimed. Like I can't run like actual music because everything will get claimed.
Dude, I used to be a fiend. What I'd do is like I'd upload a video and like wait like 10 minutes to see if you get claimed, and then adjust and then see if you get claimed again. Adjust. And
It's like he cuts 1 second off.
yeah,
Like
keep
doesn't work.
adjusting until it's just right.
I had to do that.
so
too. Funny.
I think a lot of people do that.
Yeah, I think
Like, do you know Every Frame of Painting?
Yeah.
Rip that channel, but it was a film analysis channel, and they had a blog talking about the process, and literally they like a lot of the time was figuring out ways to cut the original movie material so that it wouldn't get claimed. It was like actually insane, like how much work they had to do, like for the edits and stuff to get it to work within YouTube's systems.
Speaking of which, Game of Thrones is coming out, and I want to make reaction videos to it. So when you know how those Game of Thrones reaction videos, they also do the same thing where they like
Wait, are you talking about reaction as in like review or like live
reaction.
Oh,
People love that shit. Like no spoilers, but when X happens, everyone's like, "Oh shit!" And then like
I
they
remember.
overlay the actual episode clip, but they can't do it for the entire. Like no one's doing
Oh,
60-minute
so
long.
they show like a moment
reaction.
from the
Yeah.
show. Okay, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, interesting.
I'm sure you have to like really figure out like, okay, so they'll take 15 seconds, but if I
Yeah.
do 14,
14 seconds, maybe 13. Well, if we don't show the video but show the audio, but we're gonna make so much money. Chad, would you like that? Offline TV.
As long as you react to
we
it.
react.
Do we all watch it in isolation and then have
Ooh, 6 times the income. 6 videos. 6
that's
reactions.
and then one together.
And then after we all seen it already, we just
but it's then we react to our own reaction videos, like each other's.
Oh, dude, I do that all the time. I react to my own
you're just
content all the time.
describing Twitch and live stream fail right now.
Yeah.
People reacting to each other.
Yeah. I mean, I would never do that, but I mean, I'm thinking about the money. The dollar signs just keep popping up, and I'm just like, I can see.
Dude, what we're doing right now is we're farming content so we can react to it later. Like
It's easy.
That's just the
you know?
life.
You think Offline is here to make content together? No, our
just
plan is to
farming.
make the content, react to the content 6 months from now, and then 12 months from now, react to our reaction of the content, and it's just an infinite content cycle.
I'm not joking about the Game of Thrones.
I'm not
I know,
joking.
I know.
I want to put it on our main channel.
okay.
On our main channel.
Holy shit!
First
All right.
episode, April.
Swing that next to or by Mark and Josh, and I need to rewatch all the seasons. I need to
I'm
watch all
down
the
to
seasons.
marathon.
You're up to date,
Wait,
right?
have you not seen the newest season?
Okay. I read everything, right? And so like I've always been the type of guy where it's like if I read it, I don't really need to watch it. But like it went past the books, so I'm just like,
I have no
you went past
choice.
the books? Okay, what happened? Did
wait,
they get married?
What were you just about to say?
You read.
He reads a lot.
Dude, he reads so much every morning,
Yeah,
right?
I read like 2-3 hours a day.
Disgusting.
I don't remember the last time I read.
Does it count as reading if you listen to books?
Oh yeah, I used to do audiobooks too.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Because I drive a lot, so I don't have
the
time.
word reading by definition is sight, right?
But is the benefit of reading a book like the act of reading the words or the act of ingesting?
I think it's ingesting. For sure. Well, I do think.
I think they have to change the definition of reading then.
Yeah, I
So what would you call that then?
you listen
Listening?
to an audiobook. Yes.
I think the result is still the same though. Like
What?
when you read a book and you listen to a book, it's the same. You get the same result for sure, right? You gain.
Yeah, like the story and the description enters your brain no matter what.
Yes.
yeah.
But the word reading just feels like you have to use your eyes.
Like, do you think the fact that you
Yeah.
hear a narrator and their voice colors your perception of
Oh,
True. Like,
wait.
well,
All
go
right.
ahead.
This is really interesting. Would you guys ever be a narrator for an audiobook?
No one wants to
no
hear
one
my
would?
voice.
Yeah, same.
Wait.
I would if there was a market for it.
Irrelevant. I'm sure they would. Like, you don't understand. You guys have hardcore fans, like hardcore fans. Like, for sure. Like, I've been to each of your streams. You have those guys or girls who are there every single day, and it doesn't matter what time of the day. You start streaming at fucking 3 a.m. Suddenly they're there, and like you see everyone there, right? Those are the types of people who would buy an audiobook from you. You're reading like I don't know, Cat in the Hat, and they would buy it. And so I'm curious, would you guys
It's
be a
too
narrator for
long.
audiobook?
You have to sit like maybe for a short book, but I'm not going
Okay,
through
wait.
Lord of the
children's
Rings.
books.
Okay, no. You know the meta is right now for audiobooks is you get really famous, you write an autobiography, and then you read your autobiography.
What?
There's so many books on Audible that are just that. Like Trevor Noah's done one, Kevin Hart's done one, Anna Kendrick's done one.
Well, it makes sense because
Mindy
you're talking
Kaling.
about yourself.
Yeah, so it's like you get to hear the person's life story from their
From their
voice. So if you can, maybe 5-10 years from now, you'll write a book about how you became.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna do that. But I won't write it. I'll have someone ghostwrite my stuff because I need someone who's good.
Yeah.
How about this?
I'll outline mine.
You say every single word in the English dictionary, and then you have an editor just stitch everything together, and you can read infinite books now. You just make infinite audiobooks.
How much would you pay that editor?
It's easy. They just have to like search by word. Every single.
I'm pretty sure there's a
wo-
program that can maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think people
Or just
pay
use text to speech.
Well, people pay for like the cadence and pacing. You can't really do that.
Oh no! Wait,
It'll take a lifetime.
I mean, if you're saying you couldn't sell like a meme thing of you reading every word in a
Okay, if you do the meme presentation,
100%. No, just you say it normally, and you're selling not an audiobook, but yourself saying every English word in the dictionary.
you wouldn't need an editor. You would just like hire someone who does the computer.
Man, what a shit job. You'll say through like 10,000 words. All right, this word and this.
No, you wouldn't need to do that, right? Because like all our phones have like different like programs that just read out stuff, right? So you could just code
yeah.
it.
You're essentially asking if I'd buy a voice pack for you guys. I would 100. If I was even remotely thinking about getting into editing, I would already have a voice pack for you guys. Like I would have a thing where like, okay, well they said these words. I'm sure Fed, you had one of these, right? Yeah. Where people would say random words and you just be like, oh, that word or phrase. I'm just gonna keep that over here.
I had like a folder of Cutie just saying that's fucked up, man. or like some dumb shit he'd always used to say.
I'm sure Dom had like these sayings he'd always say. And
Yeah.
I'm sure you caught like half of them.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of reading,
You guys don't read. Shut up.
a blind man braille. He's using his hand to touch. His eyes don't work. Is that reading? That's
Yes.
reading. You would call it reading.
I would say he's reading.
Yeah.
Even though by
So-
definition, reading, it changes up what defines reading.
When you read, do you like hear it in your own voice, reading it in your
No.
head?
No, I imagine it's Harry Potter speaking in a British voice. Hello there, Hagrid.
But
That's what's playing in my head.
But did you think that before you saw the movies?
Probably not. He sounds just like a regular dude.
I don't read I don't think what I read. And in fact, like I grew up speed reading. So I'll like read like everything really quickly. And I blame a lot of fantasy books for this. Like I used to read a lot of Redwall when I was younger.
Oh, me too.
The book about like
me too.
the little like you didn't read the books about like the little they're mouse warriors, okay? Mice warriors.
They're basically like Yordles, kind of.
Yeah. So
Anthropomorphic.
So it's like the
rodents.
biggest thing the author does, and one of his like greatest strengths is he describes food. He spends pages and pages and pages describing. And the first time you read it, like, wow, dude, this feast sounds great. And like the 12th time you read it, you're just like, I actually just like my eyes glaze over. I just started speed reading. And like I've actually gotten so good at that because I did that. I did like the Scholastic reading competition.
Wait,
Oh, I did that too actually.
Like where you get points for reading
wait.
books.
Yeah.
It was called AR program. Accelerated reading.
Yeah, accelerated. I was like a top 3 person in my entire school for doing that. Yeah, they gave me an award at the end of the year, and I got it, and I was like,
Wait. How do they judge?
Oh no, okay,
It's
this
just
thing
Not
is so
the amount
stupid.
you read, right?
No, it's not the amount. It's based on the difficulty of the book and how long the book is. You get awarded points for taking an exam. It's like a multiple choice exam.
They quiz you.
It's like I think it's like 10 to 20 questions long, multiple choice, and they just quiz you to see if you understood what you read. And when I was a kid, I super farmed it. So I would look for the highest point stuff, even if I didn't understand. I read like Moby Dick, Don Quixote as like a 5th grader, and
the
I just tried reading it and spark noting as much as I could, and I just farmed the points.
I'm not gonna lie, I did that for some of them too, but like for the most part, for all the fantasy fiction, I like read legit, and like I was a super prolific
Yeah, I
reader.
kind of did what Albert did, except I didn't actually read the book. I just read the Spark Notes. Yeah. I mean, I apply that to the rest of my school. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
Harry
God for
Potter was
Spark
like
Notes.
Oh yeah, super high points.
It was like a lot of points for relatively easy content, so that was the easiest. And everyone's reading it anyways.
All right. Moving on. So I can't help but notice we're all men here.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Astute observation.
Yes.
And the thing that all men can agree on is how women affect our lives. We have a clip from a recent live stream fail thread. Let's go ahead. It involves Dr. Disrespect playing with NBA player Gordon Hayward. Let's roll it. Whoa, this is a little. Oh. Is this the clip?
Our producers have a
Yeah,
technical-
because the Slick Daddy Club was
Heard about
months
Dr.
and months
Who
ago.
is this?
Wait, didn't he remove that?
Yeah,
Because
months
of-
and months ago.
because-
Whoa. We're not trying to start beef.
Oh, yeah.
The
No,
Slick
just-
Daddy Club was a
Just
good
look
time.
up Gordon Hayward, wife, Dr. Disrespect.
YouTube algorithm at its finest.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, this is the one.
Thank you for the $100 donation. It's Miller time! Who needs a sub to chat when you can drop donos?
We got time for one more?
No. I don't have time.
All right, guys. I gotta go.
All right, Gordon.
I
Appreciate you
appreciate
playing.
it.
Yeah,
Hopefully I
appreciate
can come back and play again.
Absolutely, man. Anytime.
Hey, for sure, man. It was a pleasure.
All right, guys. I'll see you.
All right, see you, man.
I'm watching how pathetic my life.
Okay, so to break down what happened, Dr. Disrespect was playing with NBA star Gordon Hayward, and then at the very end, Gordon had to ask his wife, say, "Hey, do I have time for one more?" And she said, "No." And then he's like, "All right, man, I gotta go. Thanks for playing with me." And then like you can barely make it up, but I think people are saying at the end she
She did
said,
say.
"I'm watching someone play video games. How pathetic is my life?"
Did she say that?
She said, yeah, she said. She was very tip in the end. You can hear it.
And
but-
it's okay. It's two separate things, which is like just girls wanting to spend more time with you, and also girls who don't, or just significant others who don't understand gaming, like watching someone play games. Because like traditionally, the mainstream normies, when they hear about Twitch, is like, "Why are you watching someone play games? That's kind of sad. Why aren't you playing games?" So yeah, have you guys ever been
Yes.
not necessarily not girlfriend, but even families, like, "Hey, you know."
Oh, I mean, family, 100%.
Yeah.
But
Time
like
to stop.
girlfriend,
Like-
are you fucking kidding me?
We're talking
dude?
about in the past, like pre-streaming era.
Yeah, pre-streaming era. Well, I mean, yeah, just like playing with friends in general. Like,
Pre-streaming era?
Yeah.
What era was that, dude?
That's
That's been almost
ago.
a decade for me.
wait, oh yeah, dude, you streamed for like 7 years. Jesus Christ, you were streaming when I was like in middle school, bro.
Oh, it was so
Yeah.
weird. His friends came over, like his real life friends, and they came over. It's like, we grew up watching you. And I was
Dude,
just like,
yes, we did. We used to sit on the couch and watch you
I
play
was just
fucking
like,
Catarina
I
on
was
LCS.
like, I'm just old, dude. This is weird. That's what his real life friends told me.
Yeah, when I first moved in, I was like, oh my god, I'm in a house with Scarra. Oh my god, I'm gonna tell my
Not like
friends.
that anymore, though.
Yeah, no, I'm like, this guy's fucking trolling. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I was in a relationship for like 4 years, and like for 2 of those years, I got back into like PUBG and like League, and oh boy, I can't tell you how many times like I'd like play for like just like 1 or 2 hours, and she'd be like, our relationship's going downhill. All you do is play games. Like, we're gonna have to talk about this. You don't spend enough time with me. I'm just like, I'm literally with you the entire fucking day. Can I just play 2 games League with my buddies? Jesus Christ. But I mean, when it comes to this situation, I don't know their like relationship situation. So it's hard to like, so hard to like judge someone else's relationship. But like what she did on like stream is like, it's always so like scary when you have like.
Do you feel like she looks or sounds very controlling?
Keep in mind, Gordon Hayward makes hundreds of millions and is an NBA star.
Superstar.
Like, he's like, in terms of humanity, in terms of income and athletic ability, he's like at the tippy top. And he wants to play a video game, and his wife's like, no.
Yeah, I believe she also like made a comment about what she said what she said, and I don't remember what it was, but I thought it might be important.
Producer, pull it up.
I mean, I don't know.
And while we're doing this, we can just ask Albert.
I mean, on the side.
Wait,
yeah,
the red rocket.
There we go.
Albert is, you
Lily is not here anymore. She is in Alabama at a convention.
Alabama.
Do you feel that
She's probably watching this?
Do you
stream.
feel like you have more freedom now that she's gone?
Mute the stream real quick. I'm just kidding.
More like you have someone who understands the streaming space and the gaming space, right? Have you ever had a moment where you're playing video games but she wants to hang out?
Yeah, and I think that's something to do with like also the nature of like schedules, right? I'm the kind of person where I want to maximize my time. So like the thing that I cut out the most is sleeping, but I still need sleep. But it's like, generally speaking, I will try to stream as much as I can, and then but usually I stream before she streams.
Dude, that's what I was thinking. What you do is you wake up at like 8-9 a.m., right?
Yeah.
And so you basically have the whole day to yourself, and then you hang out with Lily for like 5-6 hours, 7 hours at night.
Sounds miserable.
Dude, no, I mean that's the life, dude. I mean, when I was in a relationship, I really valued my private time, and I feel like he kind of has that. He wakes up at 8, and she wakes up at 8 p.m. The other.
But it's sometimes it feels like because we have like that different schedule, it's like I'm working and then she's working, and then but then by that time like that's closer to like where I'm already tired. But then it's like we haven't like interacted the whole day, and then it's like at night then we like hang out.
Yeah, I hang out with you guys at like 2 a.m. We're watching shows.
So it's gonna be that.
What
All
is
right,
this?
so what Gordon Hayward's wife said, it was a joke when I said how pathetic is my life watching him play video games. Don't be so offended by things. Your life is going to be so miserable if you're offended by everything people say.
Ooh.
She's going for it's a prank bra.
Yeah,
strategy.
dude, and the way she said that too, it doesn't feel
Like-
that good to me.
Yeah, I mean anyone could say it.
Yeah.
If it was the old man, it still feels pretty bad because we all watch people play video games on the internet.
Do you think gaming right now is actually considered cool? I feel like a lot,
Yes.
like back in my day,
Yes.
or our day.
I think younger people and millennials, like around 20 and under, I think with them, they think like, oh, you're a Twitch streamer kind of deal.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's like vloggers for the last generation. It's like, oh, you're a YouTube vlogger kind of deal.
Yeah.
So slowly and surely, it's becoming more accepted. It's just gonna take even more time because consider this even 5 years ago, before pre-Ninja, pre-Fortnite.
When my parents had like not much idea what I was doing. The way my mom found out that I was popular wasn't through me. It's like she didn't watch my stuff. She found out I was popular because
Your brother?
my cousin in China watched me, and she found out through her sister that he did, and she was like, "Wow, you're so famous now." I'm just like, "What? Well, not really." And then she said this word. She said, "You should come back to China to do some advertising. You should do some commercials and then really make a lot of money." And I was like, "I don't think that's how it works, Mom." But she was like convinced that like I need to like cash out in China. I'm just like, I don't think there's an offer there for me, and I'm okay. But my mom was thinking about the money.
I think for a lot of parents, if they find out their children are into like watching this stuff, it's more accepting to them.
Yes.
And you also see at TwitchCon, parents bring their like 13-year-old, 14-year-old. He wants to be a streamer. Can you give him some advice?
Oh no.
It's like, yeah, good luck, kid.
Dude, I was at the airport once, and I got caught with like my fake boobs.
And
And
go
like
on.
some kid, like as TSA was reviewing it, some kids came around. They were like this tall, and the dad was like, "Can you get a photo with you?" I'm like,
Oh, they knew who you were?
yeah. I was
Oh
like,
my
there's no way in a million years this fucking 8-year-old watches my stream. Now I'm like more conscious about like this shit I say.
They're young and impressionable.
Bro. Yeah.
Dude, it's so weird because for the first 4 years of my stream, I didn't cuss at all on stream. I cussed maybe like once a day, but like in real life, I tend to do it a lot more, like probably 5 to 10 times that amount, on like a couple hour basis. And it's like over the years, I gradually went more toward what I normally speak, like cussing more. And it's weird seeing streamers gravitate the other direction. Where like usually when they get big, like Ninja, they like start like being more PC as opposed to being less.
I think they
and
have
I'm just
to.
like, did I lose out? Because I remember a long time ago, I had people come on my chat be like, I watched your show with my son or my daughter, and honestly, you're one of the only Twitch streams on League that's very educational and like very PC friendly and like really nice for kids to watch. And now I never get those comments, and I'm just like, oh no, I lost an audience.
You messed up.
All right. Continuing this topic about women. So we interact with a lot of girl streamers, female streamers in
Not
our
really.
lives.
Not really.
I'm giving us an opportunity to be their white knight, to defend them against the injustice that is the internet. What is it that you think, women on Twitch goes through that's, so vastly different from men?
Right, so Albert and Toast should not speak because you guys are in relationships.
Okay, you go first.
All right, so I think what women go through is drastically different than what men go through. Like, it's actually like so different. Like the shit people say, the shit people like. Oh my god, I sat down with Kimmy once, and she would tell me about like her streaming and like the kind of like people she gets in her stream, and I'm just like, whoa, dude, you got stalkers, you got people who donate weird ass shit. And she got hacked once. Like, I feel like as a female streamer, like things are way more I don't know, scary.
Like, people are always advocating for gender equality. I think when it comes to Twitch, you can't have gender equality because the experience men and women go through are so vastly different. Trying to treat them as the same is crazy.
When I tried to go, like, I've had the opportunity to go through, like, I think Lily's DMs once, and Pokey's shared her DMs with me before. And like what I saw the difference of, my DMs are stuff. People message me be like, "Hey man, you made a difference in my life. You made me happy. I smiled this time watching your stream. Thank you so much for streaming." And then one guy would be like, "Go fuck yourself, fat ass." And then like I'll get like that one out of like 30 or 40 nice things. I'll be like, you know what, that conversion's okay. And then like I'll look at theirs and they'll be like, they're just insane.
Dude, I get DMs from girls like, "I love you, senpai. Notice me, uwu."
All right, Fed, this isn't a flexing stream.
Hey, oh wait, what the fuck?
I'm just saying, like, I get like very, very nice messages. Like, and I think maybe that's a little bit from the community that I also fostered, but like generally speaking, it's all positive. And I see stuff that like, female streamers get from the house. They're fucking insane. Like stories about there's like 3 different stalking stories of Pokey, 1 that we've made public and 2 that we haven't, something like that. Lily has had fucking crazy ass people. There's like separate forums just built to shit on female streamers.
Oh, I've seen one of those forums. It's like,
oh yeah, don't mention the name, but it's fucking
it's like female neckbeards. When I first found out, I was like, wow, there's like neckbeards, but women, like men shit on men for like, oh, you suck at games kind of deal. They shit on them for like, oh, her makeup isn't like
the way she
super
looks
nice.
in this picture, like,
her hair is so dried up.
Dude, that's what really pisses me off because of shit like that. Like Lily's super like self-conscious of like how she looks on the screen when she actually looks fucking great, and from every angle it pisses me off. And now she's like tilted by all that.
Yeah, it's really like it was really hard for me to know this at first, because like the way that I stream is I stream with like me, Cutie, and the rest of like the boys from Dig, right?
The boys.
So it's like how we stream was we'd roll out of bed, like it doesn't matter how the fuck we looked, fucking turn on our stream, hopefully brushed our teeth beforehand. If not, maybe we'll do that later, and then like start let's go. And people be like, your hair's messed up. I'm like, okay, let's go. And then we just like, you hit it. You start playing league games. You're on the grind. But like everyone, like girls can't do that. A lot of them can't because they just get attacked for personal appearance. Like when people attack me for my personal appearance, I'm just like, okay, ban their ass and move on. And like it's not even that much, but like for them, they're like, oh, you look really tired today. Are you okay?
Oh,
like,
dude, that's the thing that
are you depressed today? It's like you look a little different. It's like, did you forget? It's like really, really like things that I'm just like, oh, it's really awkward, man.
I hate to bring this up because I feel like giving it attention will make it happen more, but I feel like every time someone says like, why are you so sad, it like makes me more sad to read that. But I'm actually not sad at all. It's
like, yeah, thanks, I'll try and be less sad or look less sad.
Let's just be less sad, forehead.
Yeah, like the main thing is when a girl does something bad on the internet, it's because of her gender kind of deal. It's like women can be shitty people. If a girl kind of does something shitty, maybe she's just a shitty person. But then people will always say it's like, oh man, women, am I right? They always get away with this shit. It's like, no, girls can be shitty human beings, and that person is just a shitty human being. It's not really
reflective of their entire
gender. It's like when I got like the league tournament. It's like, how many times did we see the words like, e-girl thought kind of deal for the bad female players? There were trash female players, let's be honest. But they're trash because they're trash, not because they're female. There's also trash male players.
Agreed.
Like myself.
Like me.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm just getting called trash in general. It's like, oh, Toast is trash. He sucks at jungling. But it wasn't like
he's trash because he's a guy.
It's like girls can be shit at video games because they're shit at video games, not because they're girls. It's like if people would just call them trash, I'm okay if you want to call them trash. Just don't call them trash because they're a girl kind of deal. Yeah, we're white knighting really hard, but
Yeah, how deep do we go, bro? I don't know.
Is there anything else to?
Albert, do you want to say anything?
In what part about the experience or?
No, I'm just saying any thoughts?
Any observation?
Yeah, any
on
thoughts?
Like, girls on Twitch, first hand or second hand?
Oh,
we can also talk about. I feel like there's a lot of like people are very entitled in a lot of female streams. Like we talk a lot about people just hate, but there's a lot of people where it feels like,
please elaborate. I'm not picking it up.
I know what you mean. Keep going. Okay, yeah, I agree.
I don't know if we're on the same. I don't know if we're on the same page.
Keep going.
But so like I think we mostly spoke upon the way that like the negative treatment towards women, right? Just like the hate, but then there's also like the other end stuff, right? Where you'll have, it's like more, I guess, masked, where you'll have people like treat you a certain way because you're female, and as like a female streamer, you're like, oh, like they're so cool, they're so nice, and then underneath it is like sometimes there's like ulterior motives, and it's hard to like know as like a female streamer like whether someone's doing like what's their motive.
Oh.
And then when like you don't give them what they want from you,
Ah.
and then that's when they shit talk you. And then
I
they be
see. So like I see this in two forms, from guy streamers and like guy donators. Like the guy donators is obvious. Like there are some guys who just want to support you, and there's some guys who's like, hey, I donated you $200. I'm in town later this week. You wanna just hang out for a bit, like overstepping that line. And then when you don't want to hang out, they get like angry kind of deal.
Yeah.
And then there's guy streamers who would play with a smaller female streamer.
Why'd you look at me when you did that?
An expectation of some encounter.
Why do you keep looking at Fed?
I don't know, but like I've seen. Wait, have you guys seen it? It's like some guys like playing with 50 viewer girl, and he's like super hard going in, retweeting her shit.
Oh.
And then when she stops showing interest, it's like he doesn't play with her. Stops retweeting.
I mean, I've seen that a lot in the league scene, right? You see someone's elo like gold season 5, gold season 5, silver season 8, diamond
5.
The season 10, you're like, wait, silver again. Wait, how did that? Oh, you broke up with that challenger player.
But like actually, for me, the first like 5-6 years, I didn't duo with girls. A lot of times it was because like I preferred to play solo. Like literally for like 4 or 5 years before I met Yuna, almost every one of my games is solo. Period. Like 99% solo games throughout the year. And then after Yuna, I started doing it with a lot more people. But just in general, like I just didn't like to entertain the questions. Like, who is this girl? Are you dating? I do it with Banana recently, who was part of the League Partner program.
Yeah, I remember.
The most common question was, who is the girl that he's playing with? Are they dating?
But are you guys dating?
No, she has a boyfriend. but like eventually it got terrible because my chat started fucking with people who came in. They were just like, oh, it's his sister. And so like literally like the entire like they actually started convincing people like yeah she's his sister. And I was like I wasn't paying attention. I looked at the chat. I was like, what's wrong with you guys? She's not my sister. You guys are weird. Like it's just like sometimes like those types of questions I'm just like, why don't we focus on the game? I made a sick play. I turned to chat, guys, how was that play? And they're like, oh yeah, it's his sister. And I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Because it's a change of it's like a change in the content. You know, like
of course. But if I'm doing it with like another guy, it's like a lot less. Like the questions are a lot less.
Boys.
The boys.
Yeah.
Oh wait. I actually have a question. This is kind of unrelated. you've been with Lily for a while, right, Albert? Oh, okay, for an undisclosed amount of time. Okay. Would you say that you have had more female interest before or after Lily?
Define.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, how do you find
Has
people-
any
like, have
any girls tried to step?
I've never had anyone slide into my DMs in my entire life.
Really?
What?
What about like viewers and
I
chat?
don't even
Nothing.
I don't believe
Nothing.
that for-
You can literally look through all of my DMs. I have not received a single DM from a single girl.
Guys.
That's
this
remotely-
Is the safe
This
answer.
is such a
Actually,
bait.
This
is
no.
such a bait.
I know-
I'm not bluffing. You can literally check
I know
all
what
my
he's doing.
messages.
Albert, you're doing the right call. Actually, he's doing the right call because Lily's watching.
Lily, look
Yeah,
at
no.
him. He's so pure.
Sorry. Yeah.
like the thing is, the funny thing is, I feel like people in like this community treat me more like a female than some other.
He's the gay friend,
That's not really. Yeah. Okay.
but straight.
yeah.
It's like people will message Lily about like how it's like defending me and saying she's not treating me. I'm like, what? What's going on?
Oh, you have
Yeah,
white
I
nights
have white
again.
nights
That's
that
true.
I've never
You
asked
do
for.
have white nights because people even in my chat come up by. It's like, how's Albert doing?
Yeah,
today?
and
Is
I
that
have
okay?
lots of guys messaging me saying they love me. I mean, I don't know if it's in whatever way. So maybe that's what I'm getting instead, and I'm just not reading it.
Then maybe
properly.
you're the wrong person to ask. So Toast, would you say that?
Who asked me?
Okay, where's the reason for that? Would you say that you've had more interest before or after your relationship went public?
Pretty much the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So at least one girl a week.
Oh God. This is a private conversation.
Not a lot, like, or at all. Okay, real talk.
Janet's
The only
gonna be watching,
time
by the way.
girls have shown interest in me that is like overt, like, hey, big boy kind of deal. Is
Overt.
it's usually from like salacious Twitch girls kind of deal, where their intentions are not wholly pure. They're like it's like, hey,
They're
you
really
wanna
interested in your large clout.
yes, and they would be like, hey, you wanna head to my hotel room when I'm going to like PAX events or something, and it's like kind of deal.
Okay.
All right, let me pose ethical question.
I love these.
Ethical question.
All right.
So there's a smaller female streamer and then a bigger male streamer. Okay. And the bigger male streamer just wants to get in the smaller female streamer's pants. He wants to get it in. He wants to bang. And the female streamer is not interested, but she also wants the exposure from playing with the big male streamer. So she leads him on so that she can gain an advantage. Who is the worst person? The guy who only plays with the girl because he wants to bang her, or the girl who takes advantage of the guy?
Is the girl like explicitly like saying they're interested, or they're just like they just stay silent on that topic? It's like, oh, let's just play.
They don't say interested. They're like, hey.
It's always so weird because you're both streamers, so it's like in a world where like we're all competitors in a sense. Like it I don't know.
Like
it's weird.
Like I think it's bad, but if there hasn't been any communication on like the details of like the
arrangement,
okay,
and then dangerously close to like.
I think it's on both for like the miscommunication part, but if she like lies and says she's interested and then ditches after whatever,
that's
messed up. But
what if she never made it clear? Like
then-
she's
then-
obviously
then-
not gonna.
then it's on the-
then it's on you for not
making it clear. Like if you're saying, hey, I'm interested, like I'd love to keep playing with you and get to know you better, and then she's like, oh, I'm not really into you that way, then and you continue to play with, then that's your fault.
This sounds like a miscommunication thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we see this every now and then.
I never see this.
You don't see this?
I don't see this at all.
I see it.
Wait, where?
All right.
I'm not gonna expose
We can't say stuff.
Where the fuck do you see this stuff?
I
fucking
synced
lost.
it. I synced it. All right. That's enough for the very sensitive topic. That's our edgy topic for the day.
Oh, that wasn't that
It's
edgy.
bad.
Oh, you want to talk about minorities and women then?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, let's keep going. No, let's run it down.
All right. Should we thank some subs as a break? All right. Who do we have? Thank you for everyone's support. Your help allows us to continue bringing you great topics like women. Don't.
Women.
Okay.
That's just the topic. Women.
R&B with the gift sub to Truffles. Please remember to use your Twitch Prime as it does feed Sean and Mark. 4 bits. Thanks for 4 cents, man. Real generous, buddy. Trash Lord with the Twitch Prime
I
sub.
thought we were going to remove 1 bit donation, Sean.
I can't move from there.
We can just jump over it.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Tuller with the gift sub. Shiny Ghost with the Twitch Prime. $5 from Sled. Sausage Party Pog. We got you. Sturge with the 87. Pinoy Boy. Trouble 98. Semong. Rolex. Yo My Boy. Super Ma. Per 1 app $2 from someone.
Ram.
Any vivid fan stories? I'm sure we talked about
everyone's donating 1 bit now because
sons
they
of bitches.
realized.
Nubcake TV, thanks for the sub.
Remove the bit donation.
Should ban all the people doing
reading
1
bits.
bit.
You want bidder ruin the bit for everybody. Now we don't read any bits, even if it's 1,000 bits.
Go, guys.
Chung 8087, Nubcake, Legendary Samurai,
What the hell? Thanks for the sub, dude.
Linkster, Whisper Boy, Oof Oof, Food Frozen Heart, Dragonmaster, Zyclone,
I need
Kami
to really
EV, Raudios, Johnny Boy, Kim Dim Sum, Nev City, and 1% Chance, Schwiz P. Thank you all so much for your Twitch Prime. And what emotes do they get? They get like Offline TV S. What's our emote tag? Is it OTV or is it Offline TV?
Sean.
Offline.
We didn't get OTV.
Offline. We have like Offline S, Offline Keck or something. It's really great. So great use of your Twitch Prime. Haze Slayer and Ramo Haze. Thanks for the sub. All right, guys, we're gonna be reading the rest of the subs
At the very end.
at the very end. But thank you all so much for your support.
Oh,
Keep
are
the
we
lights on.
doing that segment? I didn't actually look at the notes this far down.
Yes, so we can end the podcast now and go to the video reaction.
Wait, we don't have Fed.
Oh, we're doing video reaction. I thought we were doing that other segment that we talked about. No, it's like the
Or
no, it's like it's like the whatchamacallit, the advice column.
well, we're doing advice column.
Oh god, that would have been okay. That would have been so funny.
All right, we can once Fed gets back, we can do some reaction.
So do you guys want some more to drink?
No, I'm good. All right, that wraps it up for the podcast portion. We have to wrap it up because we're gonna cut this to a YouTube. Hi YouTube, people. Last time we said we would sub to PewDiePie if we got 10K likes. What's our goal this time?
We'll sub the Fed.
No, we should get them to comment stuff that would demonetize our video, so we can put it to the test.
No.
Okay. I want you to write. Wait, is this gonna
No.
Like write something.
Very positive.
What's the way to do this?
Very positive.
No, we want to get demonetized,
No,
but
we
we also want to have a soapbox to be offended. It's like, how dare YouTube demonetize us?
No, you don't want to be demonetized, or you want to be demonetized after the first week. So we need to be like a little bit like on the side, so they don't catch it till later.
Okay, so chat, everyone comment something really positive, and then 1 week later edit it
Edit
to
it out, yeah.
not racist but offensive. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week for the next podcast. Don't forget to subscribe.
I don't approve, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, and now this is a new segment. We are reacting to funny videos
I didn't
because
agree to this
that's the
segment.
meta.
Oh god.
So if you want
We're
to
in the
reach
react
viewership
meta.
and get to #1 on livestream fail, you have to react. All right. So react hard. I want everyone's reaction faces on. Yeah.
What's your go-to react face? The Pogs face, the Yikes
Yeah.
face.
This is what I
The-
do.
the
This is what I
not
do
like
when my editor needs a thumbnail. I just go through a variety of faces,
Dude,
and he just pauses on the one.
Yeah, dude, that's what I do. With Indra, I'd record a video and just be like, okay, here we go.
Kind of deal. Jeez. All right. So, Sean, what do we have for our first reaction clip?
And let's remove the thing.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. And you also have to.
Is that disguise?
Oh, no. We're reacting to our own content.
What? That's unheard of.
Each person has one.
Alright.
Okay. I mean, I'm just going to be cringing. Okay. Wait, where's my red rocket? There we go.
What the fuck is your gummy ship, bro?
This is Kingdom Hearts 3. You design your own spaceship in this one. For context.
What's wrong with you?
Look, it's like Minecraft, but with a spaceship. And you can make it into the shape of anything.
That must.
Is there that much flexibility?
This
yeah,
this
it took a long time.
Oh my god.
Oh, and look, it's got thrusters and it shoots balls.
This must have been.
Can you change the color of the balls?
Oh yeah, you can.
Is this the only fun part about the game?
Yeah, this is where I had the most fun. It took me an hour to make this penis ship.
An hour.
I called it the Red Rockets. Thank you, Kingdom Hearts.
It's 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah, it was.
I heard it was one of the worst disappointments.
We're 1 month in. They tried to wrap up about 70 different storylines over 100 characters. Where's my red?
It was rough, man.
It was.
You know what this reminds me of? You remember when we were doing the Don't Laugh challenge? And you're like, I won't laugh at any of these, but I laugh at my own content because I think I'm funny.
I am funny.
Oh my
I'm freaking
God.
hilarious. It's a testament
I feel like you're your biggest white knight.
to how funny I am.
Wait, what?
I think it's normal to find your own content funny.
Yeah.
I can't watch any of my
I
own
can't
stuff.
watch
As
my
an
own
editor, I always laugh at my own videos.
I cannot
I'd
watch
rewatch
my own
them
stuff.
and like jerk off to myself.
Really?
Yeah, dude. If you didn't, then like,
Like if you
You're
made,
probably a
if
bad
you made a
editor.
good
Do you,
edit,
do you
right?
watch Indra's videos and do that?
of course.
Okay, really?
Yes.
What's the last video that came out?
Wait a second. It's been a week.
Well,
Bro.
what? Oh, a week?
Yeah, I think the video was called Friend Zoned or some shit.
That was a long time
That
ago,
was not a
dude.
long
Fed, you're fucking liar.
No,
Indra,
I
I
swear.
knew he didn't watch.
Okay, I do watch. I watch it on my stream typically.
You guys don't watch your own content?
I-
What about like,
Nope.
like one of your million views music video?
Oh,
Okay, so the way that my music videos work on YouTube is I work on something and I'm perpetually disappointed in how bad it looks and how bad it sounds, and I work on it for months, and eventually I'm like, I don't know how to fix this. It's been too long. People are bugging me to release this, and I post it, and I never watch the video again.
Like KDA.
Yeah,
That's coming out soon.
No one gives a shit about KDA now. Now you have to wait for the next.
I know.
Well, there's a new
Next
KDA skin coming
Coming
out.
out,
So
the
maybe
Prestige.
No,
you could,
you have to wait. You have to literally hold it until they announce their new KDA song, which I'm assuming is going to happen because KDA made so much money that of course they're going to have another song, their follow-up song.
Yeah.
Oh, but you, Scarra, you find yourself.
I
You watch your own content?
the reason I watch my own videos is to not because I think I'm funny, but because I want to know how my editor's doing and to give him feedback on the videos. That's it. It's not necessarily for my own, because it's really hard for me to find myself funny. I don't like my own voice. I don't like I'm really self-critical about myself. Like a lot of times I'm like, that's not really funny. That play wasn't very good. Like I don't know, I wasn't looking good today, and so like it just all adds up, and I'm just like I don't like it, dude. When we're all sitting together on the couch upstairs, and I'm just like, let's go watch our own videos. I just say that for fun because I know Lily fucking hates it and Albert hates it too. So I recommend to bring up Lily's videos. Lily recommends to bring up Albert's videos, and so like we just go on a perpetual cycle. We're just pretending like we want to watch each other's content just to fuck with them.
Hey, you guys can watch my content whenever you want.
I don't
can
really,
watch my content.
I don't want to watch
For a
your
good
content.
time.
make
It's
some
fucking
hog
hilarious.
content.
All right,
Funny
a lot of
shit.
times they don't like it. Like I really don't like how my voice sounds.
I think that's pretty
It's pretty
common
normal.
with like
That's
I don't
not
like the way my
normal.
voice sounds either.
I was actually talking to Ray about it. Like no one tells me this, but
Nice name drop.
my voice sounds like, to me, it sounds weird as fuck. But when like I listen like someone like Ray's voice, it sounds perfectly normal. But she feels very uncomfortable with her voice. I'm just like,
I think the thing
it's
is
fine.
the way you hear your voice in like coming out from like in your head is totally different than what is actually recorded, right? Because it resonates in whatever.
Yes.
So your perception of like when you talk, you probably talk to make yourself sound good to your.
Yeah, I do.
It sucks because
You know?
I was playing a lot with Celine for Twitch Rivals, and every time she talked, chat would be like, "Oh my god, her voice sounds like sunshine. I'd be like, what the fuck does that even mean? What does my voice sound like? And at some point they were just like, can Celine keep talking? And I was just like, what about me, guys? Like, I like self-conscious about it. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, I wish my voice was good enough for people to be like, Scarra, speak more. Talk to me about stuff.
I wish I had a deep voice.
Just add some bass to your.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, that's one thing that gets better with age. I think when you get older.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's when you know some older folks have deep voices.
Oh, yeah. All right. Let's go on to the next.
Oh.
All right,
Let's keep going.
Check out the next clip.
It better not be mine. I'll be pissed.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, it's kind of.
Wait, is this me?
What happened here?
Oh my
There we go.
God. I don't even want to fucking talk about this play.
Oh, dude, the camera's blocking the fucking.
We can.
Nah, nothing important happens off
Fucking go!
Oh,
Wait, I flashed his EQ. Except for I am not running exhaust, and he just beats the crap out of me.
Yeah,
I'm just
it's
like,
wow, wait, he's about with like 10 HP.
Yeah.
So like he kind of trolled, he didn't really try. I'm gonna be honest. He like bought like 4 fucking long swords.
I
and, like, had the
legit
wrong
was just
runes.
like, huh, what do I use for this, and what rune did I take? And I realized I took everything wrong. Like, it was just really fucking bad.
So what happened, Scar? Why did you lose? How did you lose?
I was fucking bad. Like, I think that was like the literally the worst.
Why not
part.
give credit to Fed?
Okay, I want to. So let me say this. Fed, I think you played as best as you could, but in a completely unrelated sense, I think that was the lowest moment of my life for that year. Like, when was this 2019? This was 2018,
This was like
right?
a month ago.
Okay, this is 2019. I think that is the lowest point in 2019 for me ever. Ever since that moment, I swung it around. Like, I became a better player because that moment showed me just how far I could fall.
Now you can't
And so I was just like, I need to fuck. I'm done. Like, I remember that moment.
You know what? I'm glad it was kind of a wake up call for you. I'm happy that I won that.
Yeah,
For your
hit
sake.
rock bottom to turn it around.
Yeah,
and that was the rock bottom.
That was the rock bottom.
Yeah.
Like, legit. Like, when that happened, like,
I won because I care about you.
no,
Scarra.
the worst thing about that is when I won, it wasn't even that hype because some people in my chat were just like, yeah, he's probably gonna lose, and I'm like, people expect me to lose to Fed. I remember finishing that day and being like, I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah, I remember. You like came into my room.
Yeah,
Later, you're like,
well, I'm pissed for 2 reasons. Pissed because like I was feeling really like depressed just in general that day, and I didn't play with Fed that well. And pissed because I lost to Fed, and I was like, it's fucking over. My life is doomed. And so ever since then, rather than choosing another route, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna be better, and I was. Thank you, Fed, for turning it around.
Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, I don't play League no more, so it was.
Did you congratulate him?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fed, congratulations for beating me when I was at my lowest point in my life.
I got
this is
you,
one
dude.
of those backhanded
No.
apologies.
So
where
it's
like,
like
really?
this has happened with Lily as well. So like I played Lily a Luxmiller, which was never streamed, and no one has any evidence. And you know what? I'll say it. She beat me. I'm not gonna say it was fair and square. She may have held me at gunpoint, but there was a defeat screen at the end of the game, and I did die. And I want to say that was complete bullshit, Lily. That'll never happen again. But I think that was my low of 2017. So like I had 2 separate lows, losing 1v1s to 2 people in the house. I'm hoping 2020 that won't ever happen.
All right, who's next to challenge Scarra?
If I ever lose to Toast, holy shit.
Whoa. Have you?
Dude, I remember when Lily lost her toast. Oh man.
Oh.
I didn't want to be around Lily.
Wait, Lily actually was so depressed that day. You
Yeah.
turned her life around because that was her lowest moment.
Oh yeah, in the last house, right? Where we played
Yeah.
like 1v1. To be fair, I debated her. Like, it's like, oh, by the way, we're gonna play like on Summoner's Rift.
I didn't stop hearing about that for like a week. Like
From
half
her?
A week, yes.
Yeah. I think it's different because like even though it's a friendly game, like chat and the internet kind of just blows it up to a point where it's like, well, now I don't want to 1v1 my friends because they're gonna turn this fun activity we did into this like a reason to like insult.
You just gotta be the guy who like whatever happens. If I play any of you guys and I lose, it looks bad. If you guys lose,
it's
like we have less to lose.
Exactly. And so like it's fine as long as I can take the heat. You know, that's okay. And, you know, I can take the heat.
That's why I purposely lost to some of you guys when we play games today.
Oh, like Twitch rivals? You just were just like,
Which one? The league one?
yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't want to beat you in the finals.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Didn't I beat you in the one we won as Lux?
Moving on to the next clip.
Huh.
Let's
clip,
roll it.
Sean?
Let's roll it.
Oh,
here
got
we go.
Scarra clip.
what was this one?
It's the one where you fall asleep.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Wait, this was actually, I couldn't believe this happened.
Oh, you fucking
It doesn't even look like I'm sleeping
No, it does.
until that point. And like, I actually have no idea what's going on.
It's like you're trying to go back. All right, it's time to buy some items.
People thought I was pretending. I thought I backed. Like legit, like I thought I backed. And people are just legit just like, oh, he's faking. I'm like, no.
Dude, it's so easy to fall asleep when you're doing a 24 hours.
Oh, are you guys doing a 24-hour
Okay,
Never.
so I had this discussion with Edison today.
Okay.
Because I know like Mo tried to do a 50-hour stream.
He did 26.
and then
couldn't
he
do
did
it.
28.
Oh, 28.
And I'm
okay.
like, okay, I'm really invested right now in trying to do stunts that push like your human endurance. And so I've been trying to hold my breath for like I'm trying to get to 5 minutes with one breath of air.
Okay.
And so I'm like, I wonder what's the longest time someone's streamed for without sleeping. And I'm like, there can't be more than like 4 days. And I look it up. The record I think is 136 hours with no sleep, a continuous streaming.
A person?
Yes, it was like I think it was a WoW player.
I could see that. If it's WoW, dude, cash me out.
Like I'm down to try, but I think I need to do a 48-hour stream first just to see if I can do it.
How do you do it?
Wait, are you serious?
Like in terms of health wise?
I wonder if there's like a way you can kind of go into like a meditative stance where
just do like an Uberman thing, because your stream only gets turned off if you're AFK for 12 minutes, right?
yeah.
So
No, but I don't want to be seen like snapping or anything.
it's not napping. You're just regenerating your consciousness.
Yeah, closing your eyes for 20.
Wait, okay, wait. Are you talking about? Sorry, are you talking about no sleep stream or a no turn off stream?
No sleep.
No sleep and no turn off. So like, what's the longest a person can go without sleeping, and also the stream doesn't go down? So like, it's like, oh man, the stream went down for 30 minutes. He's probably sleeping in that time.
It's I don't know, man.
The world record of longest time someone hasn't slept is 11 days.
That would change you like forever.
Yes.
Yeah, apparently like the guy like wrote something on it and
Like a
just-
book.
yeah, I think he just started hallucinating and you like he said it felt like you had Alzheimer's, where you would just like people would say stuff and you just couldn't remember it.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Like I would never attempt.
Dude, let's have a
something like that.
competition. Offline TV, like.
I probably top out like 12 hours.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I can't go too long.
I feel like you've streamed.
Like only if it's really really fun.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, next big game that I'm interested in that pops out, it's over. Like they announced, like I don't know, what would I be really interested in?
Apex Legends.
Okay, I don't know if I can do that
League
for,
of Legends.
for 48
League
hours.
of Legends shooter.
They announced League of Legends next game. It's over. 48 hours. I'm in. They announced I don't know, Warcraft 4. It's over. Fucking 50 hours easy. They announced Hearthstone 2. I'm not playing it, but they announced.
But yeah, I want to test it out just to document
Okay.
what
Well,
happens to my body.
I might actually do.
Document research purposes.
I might actually do a 24-hour stream because the new Path to Exile
You
League.
just did one, didn't you?
Yeah, because he pulled the block.
Yeah, I pulled the block. That was bullshit. But the new Path to Exile League is coming out. And wait, I talked to you guys about Path to Exile streamers, right? They're all insane. The top
Yeah,
stream,
they stream for, like,
yeah,
forever.
Ziz, the #1 streamer, Zizarin, just broke the world record on Twitch for most hours streamed in 30 days. I think he topped out 510 hours in 30 days, which is an average of 15 to 16 hours a day for 30 days. Literally, you roll out of bed, you stream, nothing else. Okay, and he is it's crazy. Like every time a new league starts, these people are streaming 40 hours straight, 30 hours straight. All the top streamers
How
have
do they
insane
do
hours.
it?
Well, it's new, right?
Well,
so it's like a competition
Dude,
almost.
and
Yeah.
It's like there's so much. I mean, correct me
But-
if I'm wrong. Isn't there a lot of content? Like,
Yeah,
a lot of
there
shit
is,
to do?
especially because it's when a new league comes out. It's like all brand new, everyone's grinding. But like these people are like grind lords. It's like when new WoW expansion comes out. Like those people,
Do you think they train for it? Like
No, they don't.
mentally?
It's probably they're just so used to it.
Yeah, they're just really used to it. Like, you should watch their streams. They're just like non-stop streaming. Non-stop.
Like for us, we have Hearthstone expansions. And usually instead of 5 hours, I stream 10 hours, even though